Hi, this is Topp, author of Business Tips and Taxes for Writers. I've got another business tip for you. Today I'm going to be talking about inventory. When you purchase books for yourself to resell, you may think, well, I want to deduct the cost of all those books on my tax return. Makes sense. But I want to introduce you to the idea of cost of goods sold and talk about what you can legitimately deduct on your tax return every year. Let's use Shirley for an example. Shirley bought 800 copies of her book, and she's storing them in her house until she slowly sells them or ships them off when someone makes a buy on Amazon. Shirley spent about $4 per book, or $3,200 to buy those 800 books. And she came to me and said, Carol, this is what I paid for my books. I wanted to deduct that on my taxes this year. And I said, Shirley, you can't do that. In the U.S. tax code, you can only deduct what the IRS calls cost of goods sold, meaning you can only deduct the cost of those books as you sell them. So not the whole purchase price of the year you bought all those books, but only the $4 per book as you sell them. That's why it's called cost of goods sold. So in Shirley's example, if she sells 100 books this year, I can deduct when I prepare her tax return the $400, $4 times the $100 for the books she sold as an expense in that year. If she sells more books next year, she'll have higher cost of goods sold expense, and it'll go from there. I just want you to be aware that the year that you buy all those books and you're stocking them in your basement or garage or something like that, you can't deduct them all in that year. You're going to have to piece it out over several years. That's good news for Shirley because she hopes to sell all these books eventually, and she'll have more expenses in the out years when hopefully she's selling a lot more books. So that's my tax tip for writers today. I'm Carol Topp. You can find a lot more tax tips in my book, Business Tips and Taxes for Writers. I go into a lot more explanation about this inventory and cost of goods sold if you want more details. And you can find that and other tips for writers on my website, taxesforwriters.com. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.